Welcome to Reading the Bible with Pastor. Today we're on Exodus chapter 30, starting at verse 17. We'll talk about the bronze basin, which is where the priests wash in the tabernacle. We'll talk about the anointing oil and the incense, which is to be burned on the altar of incense. The Lord said to Moses, "You shall also make a basin of bronze with its stand of bronze for washing. You shall put it in between the tent of meeting and the altar, and you shall put water in it, with which Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet." So this basin sits outside of the tent of meeting in the courtyard before the altar there where they make offerings. When they go into the tent of meeting, or when they come near the altar to minister, to burn a food offering to the Lord, they shall wash with water so that they may not die. They shall wash their hands and their feet so that they may not die. It shall be a statute forever to them, even to him and to his offspring throughout their generations. So this is what the priests are to do, is to wash. This includes Aaron, his sons, and his sons' sons. The washing, the idea that you should die if you don't wash, seems like a pretty severe punishment for not washing your hands. But here you have to remember, the priests are acting in the role of being a mediator between God and the people. And in doing so, they are following the commands of God. The ultimate punishment for not following the commands of God is death. And this shows that if the people of Israel do not follow God's command, death will come. And in all of this, they're seeking forgiveness by these offerings. So they do what the Lord commands, looking forward to the one who will follow all of God's commands perfectly, and that's Jesus, and sacrifice himself for our sake. We'll continue with verse 22. The Lord said to Moses, "Take the finest spices of liquid myrrh, 500 shekels. So myrrh is a resin, and 500 shekels would be about 12 pounds. And of sweet smelling cinnamon, half as much, that is 250. And 250 of aromatic cane, sometimes called sweet flag, it's the root that's being used. And 500 of cassia, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, and a hin of olive oil." A hin is a gallon. This would be a very expensive anointing oil to be made. "And you shall make of these a sacred anointing oil, blended as by the perfumer. It shall be a holy anointing oil. With it you shall anoint the tent of meeting, and the ark of testimony, and the table and all its utensils, and the lampstand and its utensils, and the altar of incense, and the altar of burnt offering with all its utensils, and the basin and its stand. You shall consecrate them, that they may be most holy. Whatever touches them will become holy. You shall anoint Aaron and his sons and consecrate them, that they may serve me as a priest. And you shall say to the people of Israel, 'This shall be my holy anointing oil throughout your generations. It shall not be poured on the body of an ordinary person, and you shall make no other like it in composition. It is holy, and it shall be holy to you. Whoever compounds any like it, or whoever puts any of it on an outsider, shall be cut off from his people.'" So God says to make this anointing oil, and it's going to be used to show that all of these things that the Lord has commanded them to make are holy, by anointing them, by sprinkling them or pouring on this oil. We'll continue with 34, where we'll talk about the incense. The Lord said to Moses, "Take sweet spices, stacte, which is a resin, and onycha, which we're not entirely sure, but it might be shells, and galbanum, which is another resin, a plant resin, sweet spices with pure frankincense, and also another tree resin. And of each shall there be an equal part. And make an incense blended as by the perfumer, seasoned with salt, pure and holy. You shall beat some of it very small, and put part of it before the testimony in the tent of meeting, where I shall meet with you. It shall be most holy for you." So this will be burned on the altar of incense there, right before the veil that covers the Ark of the Covenant. "And the incense that you shall make according to its composition, you shall not make for yourselves. It shall be for you holy to the Lord. Whoever makes any like it to use as a perfume shall be cut off from his people. Again, this is showing the uniqueness of God to his people, that he is holy, they are not like him, but he is the one who makes the tabernacle holy, his priests holy, and with sacrifices, the rest of the Israelites holy. We'll pick up next time with chapter 31. As always, please subscribe to the channel and share this with others so that they may also read the Bible with Pastor.